This is the ultimate guide to abundance and prosperity with the law of attraction. This is Jake Ducey with JakeDucey.com, and let's dive right into it. So number one, receive means to accept. And you can't receive abundance on any level, whether it's financial, spiritual, relationships, adventures. You can't have it unless you can first accept it mentally, because our world is a reflection of our perception. This world is much more about your perception than it is actuality. This being so, when your perception is that you're not worthy of love, you're not worthy of romance, you're not worthy of more prosperity financially, you're not worthy of your dream house, you're not worthy of cool adventures or health or people treating you well, what do you get? You get that thing. Because there's a part of your brain called your reticular activating system, and your reticular activating system is bringing to focus the thing that you've made your primary focus in your brain. Because there's billions of bits of information happening every single second. There's noises happening in a lawnmower and this thing, but you don't get pulled by it in every which way. You're centrally focused right now on this video. So your reticular activating system is a part of you that focuses on the thing that's your primary intention or your primary belief system. So that being so, if you have an intention or belief system that you're not worthy of prosperity, that this world is limited in prosperity even though more money's printed every single day, even though there's 8 billion people in the world, so you're guaranteed to find your soulmate and cool friends and all this type of stuff like that. If you don't believe that, you can't receive it. It's impossible. So what I invite you to do is start to stretch your horizons. Stretch your horizons on what's possible. Examine your belief systems about abundance that you deserve, about love and romance and excitement and adventures and cool things in your future and your family and your dream life. What is really possible for you? And pull out a piece of paper and write out what is possible for me. Because if you can't expand and stretch your mind, then there's no place to create the space to receive more abundance. There's a quote that goes something like this: once an idea is stretched, once a mind is stretched by a new idea, it can't go back to its original form. Once your mind is stretched to new horizons, new possibilities of abundance and prosperity, it can't go back to the old form. You start looking for more opportunity. You set a new expectation for what you deserve in your life. And when you set a new expectation for what you deserve, new things show up. After all, it was Tony Robbins who said that you receive what you're willing to tolerate. And if you don't tolerate low levels of abundance and joy and kind of cool friends that are kind of nice, but a lot of times are really not, and they're not that supportive, and your job just doesn't fulfill you, if you tolerate that for the rest of your life, then it's all you can receive. Number two, say this: I receive all the abundance that the universe has for me now. Say it: I receive all the abundance that the universe has in store for me now. And then notice where your resistance comes in. Is this silly? Do you know my story? Do you know how dumb I am? And I can't do that. And here's why. I mean, Where does your resistance come from? Because any resistance that you have mentally or emotionally or subconsciously to abundance is to the degree that you won't experience the real floodgates that our universe has created for us to experience. Life is meant to be lived fully, but our resistance to it is what allows us to have it. See, you live in a world of free will, and in that world of free will, the universe will not give you what you have not decided, because the purpose of being here is for us to evolve and grow. We have limitations so that we can transcend them. But if you believe so surely in your limitations that you can't make more money, you can't have your dream house, you can't attract your soulmate, you can't improve your health, you can't have an awesome relationship, you can't have a greater purpose in your life, then you're going to experience those things. Because the purpose of being here in these bodies, being these spiritual beings in physical bodies, is for us to evolve and grow and transcend limitations. So when you believe that, what you're doing is creating your own free will to to continually face up against resistance so that hopefully you can eventually learn your lesson. The lessons repeat until you learn them. So say it with me: I receive all the abundance the universe has to offer. And if that sounds like a crazy idea to you, download my free success hypnosis. It's jakeshypnosis.com download. I've been using it for like 6 or 7 years. It's changed my whole life because it starts to program your subconscious mind for prosperity, for abundance, for success, because that idea is so weird to us. We live in a culture that's perpetuated negative self-images for us. So the idea that we deserve abundance, that prosperity is normal, that good luck and good fortune and awesome friends and good support systems is normal, is so weird to us that we have to train our minds to it, in the same way that if you go into high altitude and you're trying to play a football game, you kind of have to get used to the altitude first, or else you're going to get altitude sickness. It'll be really hard. You got to get used to it. Well, you have to get used to the subconscious idea of success and prosperity. So download my free success hypnosis, jakeshypnosis.com, and affirm this statement: I receive all the abundance that the universe has to offer to me. Number 3, recognize that receiving is just as noble as giving. So what happens, for the reason people don't receive abundance, is they get in this martyrdom place. I'm a martyr and I only give and I don't receive, like it's bad to receive. And that's just not true. First of all, if you aren't willing to receive, then you're actually blocking the universe from giving. You're blocking your lover from giving, your boss from giving, that person from giving. Then they can't give. Then you're actually stopping a natural universal law and order, is that there's a cause and effect. There's a giving and receiving. And if you block the flow of receiving, just because you think that it's more noble to give, you're blocking somebody else from giving. You're literally stopping the energy flow of the universe. So recognize that giving and receiving are two sides of the same coin. What is better, heads or tails? Neither. It's two sides of a coin. It's a quarter, and if I have a lot of quarters, then I can buy stuff with it, right? That's all it is. But we get in this weird idea that we forget we live in a law of polarity. There's an equal and opposite. There's negative, positive. What's better, dark or light? I don't know. I like it sometimes when it's dark. I can go to bed. I like it when it's light outside because I can shoot videos. You know? What's better, the sun or the moon? Both of them. They both make Earth cool. What's better, giving or receiving? Both of them. They both make the human experience awesome and beautiful. And in the process of receiving, I'm actually giving to the receiver, allowing them to give to me. So recognize this. Eliminate the idea that it's more noble to give than receive. They're the same side of the same coin. When somebody is giving to you, this is what Bob Proctor taught me. He said, learn to willingly give and graciously receive. Learn to willingly give and graciously receive. So whenever people give to me, I used to always now I just graciously receive. Like if somebody gives me like a cutting in line or money or a cool opportunity, I don't question it. I'm like, are you sure? I say, well, I willingly give and I graciously receive. So thank you very much. So learn to willingly give, but graciously receive. So make the practice this week to start to notice your resistance to receiving. Start to say yes when people are offering you things, when life offers you things, and make the practice to get in the habit of receiving. Number 4, leave everybody around you with the impression of increase. Abundance is an energy. Prosperity is an energy. So most people forget that it's an energy. And when you forget that it's an energy, you don't realize that when you're in harmony with the energy, you attract it into your life. So make this a habit for today, for this week, to go out and leave everybody with an impression of increase. That means when you see your boyfriend or your girlfriend or your boss or this guy that you don't even like, but you see him every day in the office, he's really annoying and you don't like him, see if you can leave him with an impression of increase. See if you can make him smile, see if you can compliment him, see if you can ask him how his day is and genuinely listen to him. See if you can be like, oh, I'm so happy that you're back today. I was just thinking about you. It's nice to see your face again today. They'll be like, what? No, seriously, it is. And they'll be like, oh, okay, thank you. You made someone's day. Leave somebody with the impression of increase in whatever capacity, whether it's giving them $1, buying them a coffee, buying the groceries for the person behind you in line, whether it's making somebody smile, complimenting somebody, engaging the cashier in the eye and looking them in the, hey, how are you doing today? Cool, cool. So what's been going on in your week? What's a good part of your week so far? Nobody does that. Leave people with the impression of increase. It's the energy you need to get in harmony with. When you get in harmony with the energy of abundance, you attract it into your life in all shapes and forms. Whether that be money, relationships, opportunities, good feelings, all of that is available. But first we have to start leaving people with the impression of increase. So go out there and try that. See if you can make your goal to win today at leaving people with the impression of increase. This is Jake Ducey with JakeDucey.com, talking about the ultimate guide to abundance and prosperity. Be sure that you download my free success hypnosis down below to program your subconscious mind for success and abundance. Press the subscribe button in the corner right there. I'm in Maui. Comment where in the world you're coming from. I hope that you have an awesome day. Go make somebody else's day and leave them with the impression of increase.